Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to explore Kumuram Bheem Asifabad District, Telangana State, the Cradle of Jal, Jangal, Jameen. Before we go into the video, please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Now we go into the video. Kumuram Bheem Asifabad District is a unique administrative unit in Telangana that serves as a sanctuary for both indigenous culture and biodiversity. Named after the legendary Gond martyr Kumuram Bheem, who fought against the Nizam's rule for tribal land rights, the district embodies a spirit of resistance and natural preservation. It is a land where the Gond and Kolam tribes have lived in harmony with the Sahidyadri hill ranges for centuries, making it a vital cultural lung for the state of Telangana. Geographically, the district is situated in the northernmost corner of Telangana, acting as a frontier between the Telugu heartland and the neighboring state of Maharashtra. It is bordered by Adilabad to the west, Mancherial to the south, and the Chandrapur and Gadchiroli districts of Maharashtra to the north and east. This strategic location nestled within the Deccan Plateau gives it a distinct topographical character that defined by undulating hills and dense teak forests. The history of Asifabad is deeply intertwined with the Asaf Jahi dynasty and the later tribal uprisings of the 20th century. While it served as a significant administrative center under the Nizams, it gained historical immortality due to the Jodagat rebellion led by Kumuram Bheem in the 1940s. The district transitioned from a sleepy administrative outpost to a symbol of tribal identity culminated in its formal renaming and reorganization on October 11, 2016 to be better serve the local marginalized communities. The district experiences a tropical climate characterized by extreme summers and generous monsoons. During the summer months, March to May, temperatures can soar above 45 degrees C, reflecting the heat of the Deccan. However, the heavy rainfall during the monsoon, June to September, transforms the parched landscape into a vibrant green canopy. While winters, November to February, are pleasantly cool, often seeing the temperatures dip to 10 degrees C in the forest-covered highlands. While the district does not have its own commercial airport, the nearest major flight hub is Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar International Airport in Nagpur, about 250 kilometers away, or Hyderabad's RGIA. The district is well connected by rail through the Sirpur Nagar railway station, a major stop on the New Delhi Chennai Grand Trunk route. On the road front, National Highway NH 363 serves as the primary artery, ensuring smooth connectivity for passenger buses and heavy freight moving toward central India. As per the last census data and subsequent growth estimates in 2026, the district maintains a relatively low population density compared to urban centers like Hyderabad. It is characterized by a significant scheduled tribes (ST) population, which contributes a large percentage of the total inhabitants. The demographic makeup ensures that the district remains a focal point for tribal welfare policies and indigenous linguistic preservation. The social fabric of the district is tapestry woven with tribal and not tribal threads. The majority of the population follows Hinduism, often blended with unique tribal animist traditions that venerate nature and ancestors. There are also significant Muslim and Buddhist communities, particularly in urban pockets like Nagar. The people are known for their resilience, simplicity, and deep rooted connection to the land they inhabit. Telugu is the official language used for administration and education across the district. However, the linguistic landscape is much richer with Gond and Kolam being widely spoken among the tribal populations. Due to its proximity to the border, Marathi is common in the northern fringes, while Hindi and Urdu are frequently used as link languages in business and commerce centers like Asifabad town. The culture of the district is best represented by the rhythmic Guzadi dance performed during the Dandari festival after the harvest season. Dressed in elaborate headgears made of peacock feathers and smearing ash on their bodies, the dancers embody the spirit of their vital part of the local domestic economy and cultural expression. The education system in Kumuram Bheem Asifabad is a mixture of state-run schools, tribal welfare residential institutions, and private colleges. The Integrated Tribal Development Agency (ITDA) plays a crucial role in managing ashram schools that provide free education to tribal children. For higher education, there are several degree colleges and vocational training centers in Asifabad and Nagar that cater to the local youth's aspiration. The cost of living in this district is relatively low compared to Telangana's urban hubs. Housing and locally grown produce are quite affordable. However, certain manufactured goods and specialized healthcare services can be more expensive due to the cost of transportation from larger cities. The rural nature of the economy means that most residents rely on subsistence farming or government schemes, keeping the general inflation rate stable but low. The per capita income of the district is lower than the state average, primarily because the economy is heavily reliant on agriculture and manual labor. Revenue for the local government is generated through property taxes, GST on local commerce, and royalties from forest and mineral produce. The state government provides significant subsidies and direct benefit transfers to bridge the income gap for the tribal population. The district is headed by district collector and falls under the administrative jurisdiction of the Telangana State government. Politically, it is divided into two assembly constituencies, Asifabad ST and Sirpur. In the Lok Sabha, the district primarily falls under the Adilabad parliamentary constituency. Elections here are often fought on the planks of tribal rights, irrigation projects, and infrastructure development. The district is a major beneficiary of the Ritu Bandhu, Farmer Investment Support, and Ritu Bima schemes. Specific to its demographic, the Giri Vikasam program focuses on providing irrigation to tribal lands. Additionally, the state's flagship mission Bhagirath has been instrumental in bringing treated piped drinking water even the most remote hilltop visitations in the Sahyadri ranges. For administrative efficiency, the district is organized into two revenue divisions, Asifabad and Nagar. These divisions are further subdivided into 15 mandals, which serve as the grassroots level for governance and public service delivery. This decentralized setup allows the district administration to monitor the unique needs of both the hilly areas and the industrial plains. The Pranahita River, a major tributary of the Godavari, forms the eastern boundary of the district and is its most vital waterway. Several other seasonal streams and rivulets like the Pettavagu flow through the region, providing necessary water for irrigation. These rivers are not only economic lifelines but also hold sacred status for the local tribes who perform various rituals on their banks. The district is incredibly rich in natural resources, particularly teak timber and medicinal plants found in its vast forest tracts. The soil is fertile for cotton and pulses, and the geological formations hold significant potential for mining. The abundance of water from the Pranahita and the thick forest cover make it one of the most resource heavy yet environmentally sensitive zones in the state. Nature lovers are drawn to the Karameri Ghats, which offer panoramic views of the valley, and the Saptagundala waterfalls, a series of seven hidden cascades. Jodai Ghat is a must visit for history buffs, featuring a museum dedicated to Kumuram Bheem's life. The Guntala and Pochara Falls, though slightly outside the main district boundary, are often part of the same travel circuit for these exploring the region. The primary urban centers include Asifabad, the administrative headquarters, and Kagasnagar, the industrial heart. Other significant towns and mandal headquarters include Sirpur T, Rabana, Vankidi, and Jainur. While Asifabad is known for its government offices and historical significance, Kagasnagar is bustling with trade and the activities of the paper industry. Employment in the district is largely seasonal and tied to the agriculture and mining sectors. The Singareni Collieries Company Limited (SCCL) provides significant formal employment in the mining belts, while the Sirpur paper mills is a major industrial employer. For the tribal youth, government recruitment in the forest department educational sector remains the primary path for stable career growth. Mining is a cornerstone of the local economy, with extensive coal deposits being the primary focus. The presence of Gondwana coal belt allows for both open cast and underground mining operations managed by SCCL. Apart from coal, there are also deposits of limestone and iron ore in various parts of the district, though large scale extraction is often balanced against environmental conservation laws. The Sirpur Paper Mills (SPM) is the most prominent industrial landmark in the district. It was once one of the largest paper mills in India and has recently seen a revival. There are also several cotton ginning mills and small scale forest based industries that process timber and honey. The industrial landscape is currently shifting toward more sustainable agro-based processing units to utilize the local cotton production. Agriculture is the backbone of the district, with cotton, often called white gold, being the primary commercial crop. Farmers also grow soya bean, red gram, and paddy during the Kharif season. The undulating terrain in tribal areas is used for podu, sifling cultivation through the government. Though the government is actively encouraging settled agriculture through the provision of irrigation and modern farming equipment. Trade in the district revolves around the procurement of cotton and forest produce. The Agricultural Market Committee AMCs in Asifabad and Kagasnagar are the hubs for commercial activity. A significant portion of the trade also involves timber and non-timber forest products like tendu leaves and magus flowers, which are collected by tribal cooperatives and sold to state agencies. Investment opportunities are emerging in the sectors of ecotourism and food processing. The government is promoting agro parks to encourage entrepreneurs to set up units for processing cotton and pulses locally. Additionally, the district's scenic beauty offers untapped potential for private investment in boutique resorts and nature-based tourism trails, provided they adhere to tribal land protection laws. The district is subject to the fifth schedule of the Indian Constitution, which provides a special protection for tribal lands, commonly known as the 1 by 70 Act in the region. This means that land in tribal areas cannot be easily transferred to non tribals, ensuring the indigenous communities retain their Jameen. Environmental regulations are also strictly enforced due to the large tracts of protected forest and tiger corridors. Infrastructure development has accelerated recently with new high level bridges being built over the Pranahita to improve connectivity with Maharashtra. The internal road network connecting remote Gudams, tribal hamlets, has seen significant improvement under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. However, the hilly terrain still poses challenges for year-round accessibility in some interior packets during the peak monsoon. The Indian rupee INR is the sole currency in use. Banking services are provided by major nationalized banks like the State Bank of India (SBI) and regional banks like the Telangana Gramina Bank. While towns have adequate ATM facilities and digital payment penetrations (UPI), the remote forest areas still rely heavily on cash for weekly shandies local markets. Accommodation options range from government run Harita resorts to private lodges in Asifabad and Kagasnagar. For those visiting Jodagot on the waterfalls, forest guest houses offer a more immersive experience, though these usually require prior booking through the forest department. Expect functional and clean amenities rather than luxury, as the district is still developing its hospitality infrastructure. Visitors can easily obtain a local SIM card from mobile stores in Asifabad and Kagasnagar by providing a copy of their Aadhaar card and a photograph. Major service providers like Jio and Airtel have good coverage in the towns. However, signal strength can be patchy or non existent deep within the forest reserves and valley folds. The local population is conservative but extremely welcoming. When visiting tribal hamlets, it is advisable to dress modestly and ask for permission before taking photographs of people or their homes. Respecting local customs such as removing footwear before entering a house or a village shrine goes a long way in building rapport with the Grand and Kolam communities. Local cuisine is characterized by the use of jowar, sorghum, and local millets, jona rote, jowar flatbread, served with spicy country chicken curry or dal is a staple. In the towns, you will find standard Telangana fare featuring spicy pickles and rice-based dishes. During the Mahuwa season, the traditional drink brewed from Mahuwa flowers is culturally significant to the tribal inhabitants. The best way to explore the district is by hiring a private taxi or using a sturdy suva, as many scenic spots are off the main highways. Local RTC buses connect the major towns, but they might not reach the interior waterfalls or viewpoints. It is highly recommended to travel during the days as many roads pass through the thick forest areas where wildlife movement is common at night. Do's and don'ts. Do respect the Jal Jangal Jameen philosophy, carry a reusable water bottle, and hire a local tribal guide for treks. Don't litter in the forest, disturb the wildlife, or venture into the interior forest without informing the local authorities. Most importantly, do not attempt to visit the waterfalls during heavy rainfall as the water levels can rise dangerously fast. For Indian citizens, no special permits are required to visit the district. However, for foreign nationals, standard Indian visa regulations apply. While there are no restricted area permits currently, it is always used the foreign visitors to register their presence with the local police station if they plan on staying in remote areas for an extended period. A 3 day itinerary is ideal for capturing the essence of the district. Day 1 should be dedicated to the history of Asifabad and Jodegat. Day 2 can focus on the natural beauty of the Karameri Ghats and Sapta Gundala waterfalls. Day 3 can be spent exploring the industrial heritage of Kagas Nagar and the banks of the Pranahita River before heading back to the railway station. Trip day-to-day agenda. Day 1, arrive at Kagas Nagar, drive to Asifabad, visit Asifabad, visit the Kumuram Bheem Memorial and Museum at Jodegat, stay in Asifabad. Early morning drive to Karameri Ghats for the sunrise, proceed to Bob Jagari and the Saptagundala waterfalls, evening tribal cultural performance. Day 3, visit the Sirpur Fort and the Pranahita River Bridge. Local shopping for tribal handicrafts. Departure from Sirpur Kagas Nagar railway station. The district is generally very safe for travelers. While it was once known for left-wing extremism, the situation has been stable and peaceful for many years due to proactive policing and development. The main style concerns are natural, specifically slippery rocks near waterfalls and the presence of wild animals, including leopards and occasional tiger sightseeings in the forest fringe. The district maintains strong economic ties with Maharashtra, the trade of timber and agricultural products. It serves as a power sector backbone for Telangana by supplying coal to various thermal plants across the state. Furthermore, its tribal handicrafts and organic cotton are slowly gaining traction in national and international markets through government-led tobacco initiatives. One interesting fact is that the district is part of a critical tiger corridor connecting the Kaval Tiger Reserve in Telangana to the Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra. It is also home to the fossils of the Jurassic period, particularly in the Kota Formation near the Pranahita River, making it a site of great interest for paleontologists as well as nature lovers. Kumuram Bheem Asifabad is more than just a political boundary. It is the living heart of the troubled Telangana. It offers a rare glimpse into a world where the struggle for Jal, Jangal, Jameen is not just a historical slogan but a daily way of life. For anyone seeking to experience the raw, unpolished beauty of the Sagia bricks and the warmth of the Gond people, their district is an unforgettable destination. Thank you for seeing this video. Please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Thank you.